Hey guys, Jason here. I am going to try and do a little van maintenance today. As some of you know who have seen some other stuff on this channel, I'm not the most handy when it comes to vehicle things. And just go back and look at the Owl Van B2 install fail on our channel and you'll see how clumsy I am. But you know, it's starting to get cold here in Iowa, and we currently have the van plugged in. You can see my Tonka garden back there, needs a little pruning. Anyway, I've got the van plugged in, we got a heater inside, but what we really want to do is sometimes use the Rixen as a backup, or definitely use it when we're traveling. So it would be time to service our Rixen, and we called out there to Jim and talked to Jim from Rixen.
Rixen Enterprises.
Hi, is this Jim?
This is Jim.
Hi, this is Jason Walsmith in Iowa. I talked to you yesterday.
Hey, Jason.
I'm working on that project, and he suggested that maybe we pick up another unit and install it. Right down here is where you access it. And install it, send the other one in for service, and then we'd have a backup, which because of our plans to rent the Sprinter once we get the Transit, we thought that was a good idea, so we'd have a spare or a backup. So I'm gonna try to do that today, and like I tried to plead my case before, it's not really my cup of tea, but Jim from Rixen, super helpful, and made me feel confident that I should give it a try. He said it's just unhooking 2 hoses and a fuel line, removing the old one, putting it back in, and then connecting it to power, I think it was. So anyway, we ordered the new one, we got it. I'm gonna try it today, and when it arrived, it came with this part, this, and this, because it's the whole kit. So I got a little panicked. I called in and talked to Jim, and he said it's just this part that I'm replacing. So I think that it's held on to my van with an Allen wrench here, and the exhaust is held on here with a 10mm socket nut, he said. And he said I needed a couple of hose clamps to pinch off the coolant hoses. I went to 4 different stores yesterday and couldn't find any, so I borrowed these from my neighbor. And then I'm gonna try to use just regular vice grips with maybe some wood? I don't know. So we're off to that kind of start. I also had to go buy a 10mm socket because I couldn't find mine. And the Allen said I couldn't reach where it was supposed to go. So I went and bought one of those. So I thought that I would take you under here and you can watch me try to figure this out. I almost forgot. I learned from my good friend Rich McCullough from Gear Street Garage the importance of a headlamp for working under a car. So here we go. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start by trying to remove the exhaust here, because I think I just need to loosen this clamp a little. Of course, okay, that loosens. I'm gonna try taking the exhaust off first, and then that looks like a different size. Hey, I got one thing off though. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, it looks like I need a screwdriver for that. Be right back. Okay. I got the screwdriver. I don't actually even fit under here. Oh, did you see that? A lot of dirt. A lot of dirt in my face right there. So that's one problem. I don't actually fit under here very well, but I'll try this part now. I don't know. This shouldn't be that. This shouldn't be that hard, should it? There we go. It's got some Bill Burke, Colorado, Utah off-road mud on it still. That's kind of weird, isn't it? But that's just loose. Is that weird? I don't know, that seems weird. I'll try to remember to put it back. Okay, so I got that and that. So now I just have to figure out which one of these it is. See if I can fit it. It's going. Some of you guys are probably the type of people who just look at a nut or bolt. Oh, sorry. And know what size it is. I can't actually even see this, and I can't quite fit under here enough to see it. Also, I'm wearing reading glasses. Oh. Too small. That one was too big. And it's not quite the right distance for reading glasses. Ooh, that's the right size. Need a little different angle. Jim Rixen said that I should be able to do this in 15 minutes. So far it's taken me 2 hours to go buy tools. Okay, that part doesn't count, right? Sorry if I'm making a lot of weird noises while doing this. Oh, I should probably unplug. I should probably take the fuse out. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this. Oh man, do you guys see that stuff falling into my mouth? Okay, so I had that unplugged. Oh, that was not good. I kind of accepted a long time ago that I wasn't good at this stuff, and that I could just play guitar and tell stories and jokes, entertain. I'm not good at yard work. I'm not good at cleaning. Pretty good at talking. These are the things I've just accepted. But I want to improve these skills, I really do. I've got 2 old motorcycles that I used to enjoy riding, sitting in a garage, that both need just minor things done to be roadworthy. Oh, this is unbelievable how long this takes. Theoretically, you should just be able to assist that with your fingers, right? But I can't. I don't understand what's holding it on. Okay, I'm gonna stop the camera and start it over after I tediously do this. Okay, I just noticed it's also being held on by this zip tie, which there's probably a tool for that, but like, how do I make sure I don't cut the wire? That is all very tight. Okay. Come on. I probably should have bought some zip ties. I think I got it. I got the bolt loose here. And so now that just comes off. I can't get both my arms in there to do. What the heck? Can you guys help me remember that the big flat one goes with the closest? Flat, close. And then that doesn't feel right. And how do you get that clamp off? The fuel. I think the thing I dislike about this the most is just how clumsy I feel all the time. Like, I don't feel this clumsy doing anything else. I can't get my... I don't understand how you're supposed to do that. Okay. Sorry. Bumping the camera. Nope. Oh my gosh. I gotta watch my language because I don't want to get flagged on YouTube for being not safe for work or whatever it is. Not safe for kids, but I do. Anyway, gotta watch my language. Who knows who's gonna watch this? Probably, if it's like all other ones, like 28 of you or something. Okay, well, they are crimped, whether they spill coolant on me or not. I don't know. We'll find out. I have so much dirt in my teeth it crunches every time I close my mouth. I got the one tool I normally carry in the van to try to get the fuel line. So I think if I can get my arm in here. Tony Warner from Warner Vans said that you can use a piece of cardboard or like a box or something for a creeper. That would have been smart. Would have been really smart, Tony. Wish I would have listened to you. I think this is the way this is supposed to work. What the? Maybe I need to come from a different angle. Uh-oh. Where's that coming from? Why is there coolant leaking out already? I haven't detached the coolant hoses. Can anyone explain that to me? Who's watching at home? Okay, there's the fuel. Okay, I gotta move you. I think next are just these coolant hose clamps, which are just like a screw clamp, but the screws are facing away from me. And is a socket supposed to work on these little things? I'm gonna try that. Who knows what size it's supposed to be? Did you see that? Stuff's embarrassing. I suppose it would be less embarrassing if I wasn't trying to make a YouTube video. What's the chance that this might work? It would make it easier and faster if I could fit it in there. This is like the easiest maintenance thing could possibly do in this van, or just in general, I think. Oh man, that worked. Kinda, I think. Why can't I get it off there now? I think I need to get something to catch a little bit of coolant. Be right back. How about a big green bucket? Can I get them in there though? Okay, guys, how do you get the... No, those are loose. Uh-oh. The thing itself is full of coolant. What the heck? Look, Tony, I found my creeper box, or my creeper, in the form of a box. Better late than never. I'm using my Land Cruiser tailgate as a workbench. We got the old Rixen Espar heater in the box it came in, and we got the new one. Looks similar. Ready to try to go on there. We'll see. So I think the question is going to be, can I fit under there and get all those attachments? It's one thing to like unscrew things and pull things apart, but to get them back together and screw them back together in that tight of space might be another thing. I also don't know what to start with. I think I'm gonna start with the fuel because I still have a little bit of coolant in those lines, which is already a mess. So I'm gonna start with the fuel, and then I'll see about hooking these up. In retrospect, I wish I would have like driven the van up on something or jacked this side up or something, but I don't know if I feel too comfortable working under there with it jacked up. So anyway, here we go. Okay, one on. What the hell? What the heck? Sorry, YouTube. I guess you could probably swear on YouTube, right? That's like one of the only places you probably can. But why doesn't that clamp tighten? Right now I'm just resting because my shoulder is tired. All right, this is pathetic. Okay, I took the hose clamp off, made sure it wasn't broken, put it back on, threaded the end through, tightened it up. I think that's good now. So now I'm gonna pull this bucket of coolant, which at the moment, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I guess I'm supposed to pour it back into the system. That's gonna be a call to Jim Rixen and ask him. So yeah, I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna unhook the clamps that are pinching the hoses. Let me do that first. There's coolant coming out of the hose ends. Why is that? Why is that, you guys? Is it still? I think those just needed to be tighter. Which they are tight now. Oh, that one could be tighter. Okay, I think. Okay. Paper towels.
Calling now.
I'm calling Rixen Enterprises. I've got coolant in my beard.
Rixen Enterprises.
Hi, is this Jim?
This is Jim.
Hi, this is Jason Walsmith in Iowa. I talked to you yesterday.
Hey, Jason.
I'm working on that project. I know you said that it would take you 15 minutes, but I'm a ways in. But I got the old one out, and I've got the new one partially back in. I put the hoses, I guess the coolant hoses back on, tightened the screw clamps back on, and it's dripping, pretty consistently dripping coolant out, and I've got them tight. And I don't know if there's some sort of trick or something I'm doing wrong.
Well, let's see.
see if I tightened it too much or something. All right, I'll keep at it. Thank you for your help. I think I just needed to talk it through with
No.
get a little more confidence.
Give me a call when
back.
you get done.
All right, thanks. See ya.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. I went and got 2 more hose clamps to put on there to see if I can stop it from leaking. I don't know what I did wrong there, but this was a suggestion. So here we go. I'm so scared that my dogs are gonna come out here, because all I've ever heard is how horrible this can be for a dog. So, but luckily we have a backyard. So, I don't know, if anybody ever takes this apart, they're gonna wonder why there's so many hose clamps on here. One of the things that took me so long the first time was removing this with this. And I just went to the hardware store to buy those hose clamps, and I could have bought a socket with this Allen on it. I just didn't know what size. If I'd only brought this. Okay. I think that might be where it goes. It is now. Look at that. I don't even know what that's from. All I know is my hands are cold. Now I got blood all over the thing. Well, it's not on the ground dripping coolant. It is not done, but I gotta go figure out what this injury is. This is dripping more than the Espar is. Okay. So where we left off 2 days ago, I got it mounted up here, and I think I got the Allen bolt started. I think. Seems like I do. So my hands might be protected, but that doesn't mean that they work. Oh man, that's gonna be a slow go. There's got to be a tool that's like a, I don't know, like a driver, but that fits in this small space. I can't imagine that the people that installed this originally would do this slow. I hope Adam and Brent and I can't, jeez, I can't talk at the same time. And Dan the Man and Jim Rixen, I hope all of them see this video and I don't know. I don't know what the goal would be there. I imagine they'll just shake their head. I don't know, is it possible that just some people shouldn't own vans because they're like, should you have to pass a mechanical ability test or a maintenance ability test? I mean, I've had a lot of vehicles and I know they all need maintenance, but or maybe there's like basic mechanics classes, like Because like this, I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I'm sure of it. Where would you start? Is it too late for me to go back to school to be a mechanic? Let me answer that question for you. The answer is yes, because I was sore and stiff yesterday morning from doing this 2 days ago. And my hands from playing guitar for so many years are not in great shape. Although I know a lot of people who've played guitar for a long time whose hands are fine, so I don't know what my problem is. I tried not drinking coffee for a month to see if that made my hands feel better, and it did not do anything. So I think today, for the first time in a month, I'm gonna have some coffee. Okay, you guys, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop the recording so you don't have to watch me struggle for so long. And then I'll turn it back on at the end for the triumphant, it's the bolts on moment. I just had this realization. I don't know if it's just that now I'm able to do it or if the whole time I could have done this, but I've got the Allen wrench in the, I don't know, bolt head, and now I can just spin it all the way around. I have to move the fuel line every time, but instead of what I was doing, which was taking forever, I can just do that. That's amazing. Okay. Can you guys see my breath? That's how cold it is. And I hope you can see every time dirt falls down onto my face. That's fun too. Okay, I think we've gotten to that moment almost. Oh, it seems like it's on there. And the fuel line's still attached. Okay, so now I think it's just these. Oh my gosh, that was too easy. That, and then this, which just was up in this hole in the frame. Seems weird. Okay, I have to tighten that with a 10mm socket. Nope, that's not tightened. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, you guys. You know that. Oh, it was tightened. Oh man. I can't tell. Seems wrong. Let's go this way. That seems like it's getting looser. Okay, that was wrong and right the first time. Okay, that seems tight. This one I'm going to use a screwdriver. Okay, and then finally this plug, I think. How do you know which way? Oh, it's curved on one side. Okay, holy crap, I think it's reinstalled. Okay. I think you're supposed to hear that click. I didn't hear it click. That's tight, that's tight. Okay, I think it is reinstalled. Okay, that's gonna be good enough for our drive today. I have to pick up new coolant to go in the system, and I have to figure out what to do with a bucket of coolant that leaked out. What do you do with a bucket of coolant? Anyway, it's reinstalled. I will later, when I get to test the system, I'll fire this back up and we can celebrate together. It's so weird because I think it might be a little bit of a confidence thing, and you know, most things I'm just pretty confident about, and then you get them done, and then I don't know, the things where you lose the confidence, it's harder to do. So it might be one of those things where I should just be more confident. Okay, I am ready to finish up this Rixen Espar heater project, and I have a helper. So here is our coolant. I had a lot leak out, so we're gonna refill that. So they said any green 50/50 coolant would work in this system. Are we sure of that?
No, I am terrified of that.
It says for use in the following vehicles: Ford and Chrysler, 2000 and earlier, GM and all makes, 95 and earlier. But Jim Rixen said any green 50/50.
Oh, you got that information from Jim?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm like super confident.
Okay, are you
I
confident?
thought you meant that you went into the O'Reilly and said, here's what I'm doing. And they said, oh yeah, any green would work. And that we were going with their advice. But if Jim said that, then I'm in. We can do this.
Are you confident that we can pour it in there without spilling it all over?
I feel like I'm confident that I can do that.
Oh.
But I'm not entirely sure.
Did you just push up your glasses just to prove how competent you are at that task?
Yeah, well, it's just like, because I'm wearing my glasses, I am better educated at all things.
Great.
Well, what kind of safety cap is that?
No leaks so far.
I'm excited about. And it was just our Velcro attaching to.
Looks like you spilled a little.
Sometimes you gotta make a mess. Take the risk and make a mess, you know? And then ask your husband to figure out how to clean it up. Wow, yeah, real slippery.
You should see what that stuff's like when you mix it with blood.
Ugh, I don't want to. Or I will on your YouTube video. So, system. Nah, I'm just gonna give it a sec.
Okay.
Just to like
Got plenty of power in the Volta.
welcome it back to life. I'm just gonna give it a moment to breathe. Give me a moment to breathe. Oh, the lights are flickering. That means
Yep.
it's engaged.
Now you gotta turn on the thermostat. It's pretty warm in here, so you probably have to turn it way up to get it to start.
Or did we have to put it on low?
No, low doesn't. Put it on 2. Yeah. Well, that works. Doesn't that work anyway? All right, there's hot exhaust coming out. No white smoke. There's exhaust coming out. No white smoke.
No white smoke? Okay. I feel like somebody told us it always starts cold
Well, yeah, it's got to heat up.
and then it heats up.
90 degrees.
Go big or go home.
Is it hot yet?
Might be a little warmer.
Getting warmer.
No?
All Our neighbor just showed up on a sweet motorcycle.
I think it might be getting warmer. I took this off to check to make sure that it's at least bubbling, and it is. Here, I'll show you. See how it's moving in there? That's a good sign.
Sweet. Okay, we got to wrap up this project so I can go fix my Honda motorcycle.
That's the kind of stuff that you love when that happens in your YouTube videos.
I do,
When you
that's
watch
true.
them, when it's like, we're working on this, and then it's like, oh, truck house camp life just pulled up, or down to Mob Overland.
Yeah, I don't think I was rolling when he pulled up though. I can't remember. We'll find out.
Always be rolling.
Is it warm yet?
I mean,
It's got to be hot. Try shutting her down and starting it back up again. I'm gonna go look for a screwdriver. So my neighbor Gunner asked me if I had a stubby Phillips screwdriver for my motorcycle that he's down there working on. And I couldn't find one, but I have this briefcase that my grandpa gave me when I graduated from college. It was like his work box that was magic for like a decade. Anything I needed, whatever it was in there. So I'm gonna see. I pilfered it over the years. It's lost most everything and not organized anymore, but it worked for like, I don't know, 10 or 15 years, but I just dug it out. I'm gonna see if it's in there. Actually, I'm gonna wait because here comes Gunner. Yeah, I haven't opened this yet. I wanted to save it for you just to see if it still had its magic.
Sure
I mean,
it
it's
does.
pretty empty.
I mean, look at it.
But it's pretty empty. All right. Well, here's his World War II cap.
Yep.
Yeah, see how pilfered it is? It's so sad.
Yeah, but this thing was
Yeah, it was
set up to have everything.
It was magic. So yeah, it had all these. I was really hoping there was a. That's the one I was talking about yesterday. Oh, it's different though. Sucrets. Okay, no stubby little screwdriver. Unfortunately, there's a razor blade. Maybe I'll start cutting my guitar strings with this. All right, I'll keep looking. All right, we just found this in there, but we need a Phillips. But that might work. Okay, that's a bad sign. Back to the drawing board.
it's leaking.
It's leaking a lot, and it's smoking.
Well, that's DIY van life for you. I found somebody that could be for sure. Okay.
I'll be right down. Okay, so it didn't work, as you can see. So now we are either going to try to take it to our friend Rich and Tina's shop, Gear Street Garage, see if we can just put it up on their lift and uninstall it again and look at where the hoses are attached and see if we can do a better job, or if we missed something, or if something's cracked. Or we're going to try to call in mobile RV repair service. I've got to film the end of my. But it's just so crazy expensive. Next one down by that old car. Sorry. So are you looking at me right now with reading glasses on, so I'm blurry?
If I do this.
Oh, they're
But not so much
They're
there.
bifocals?
Yeah,
Nice.
how's it look for you? Better?
Blurry. You're blurry no matter what for me. All right, so I brought this thing down to Gear Street Garage for my friend Rich to do it the right way, since I did it the wrong way a couple times. And this is the moment of truth. He reinstalled it, tightened up my, well, you tell me what you did.
We just centered the hose clamps on the inlet and outlet of the.
So the guy who put the hose clamps on before it came here didn't quite get it tightened up right, is what you're saying.
Possibly.
That's a theory. Oh, okay. Sounds like a jet engine's taking off. Did you lift it up with your lift?
Yeah.
And this is old coolant from.
It came out of the tailpipe.
Okay. Well, that would have to burn off then for sure. This is a 12,000 pound lift
Yeah.
and a 10,000 plus pound van. Well, it's definitely coming out of these.
That's the muffler.
It's not really coming out of the unit itself, though, huh?
Well, it's hard to say. It was so smoky before I couldn't tell. But I think it's just running. To me, it looks like it's coming out of the pipe. And if you look over there, I don't know how much smoke is that. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Well, if it's super cold, it comes out a little bit white.
It smells like sweet smell.
Yeah, that's a lot, but
But it's been leaking onto it for some time, and maybe it's just still trying to burn itself off.
yeah.
But it's not leaking anymore.
Well,
The top hose where there was 3 clamps, I took that off again. Right there,
yep.
and then made sure and position this hose clamp down far enough onto the heater that it could seat correctly.
Yeah.
A drain on them so they don't freeze.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if coolant sort of got into that at some point. Send me the link to that.
Yeah, I'll get your contact information for you.
It's right here on his back. All right, well, I'm down here at Gear Street Garage. Rich has reinstalled my Rixen Espar heater, and we're running a little test to make sure it's good. It's, I would say it's got to be close to 90 degrees in here. I've got the, sorry to do a little do-si-do dance with you there, but it's cranking out heat right here. And it is now finally not blowing smoke out there. So I think what we've determined is that I didn't get the hose attached right. It leaked coolant down into the exhaust, and it just had to burn that off after he reinstalled it. So I think we're good. I'm gonna find Rich, wrap up this video. I don't know. The moral of the story might be take it to a professional. I'd like to think I could learn to do this stuff myself, and I'm gonna keep trying, but it's nice to have a friend that can be a backup, that knows what he's doing. He's never worked on these furnaces before, but just, I don't know, putting the hose clamps on right helps a lot. So Rich McCullough, Gear Street Garage, got me up and going. So I tried to install it myself. I failed. I had to bring in the professionals. What did I do wrong?
It's just a matter of hose clamp fitting it.
hose clamp fitment. So you got to put on right, reinstalled, and it blew off a little exhaust for a while, but now blowing clear smoke. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rich. Your street garage.
Thank you.
Hi, Sunshine.
Honey.
What's in this inbox here? Receipts.
Not really.